Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Blue Golf Ball today with another Pokemon TCG Online video. And today I have for you guys Empoleon. This is a deck that we've seen less people play in competitive tournaments because of the rotation with Tropical Beach. But Empoleon here still has a very good ability in Diving Draw, especially when you can combine it with Execute. But anyways, once during your turn, before you attack, you can discard a card from your hand and you can draw 2 cards. Which is pretty slick because, you know, if you combine it with Execute here can use Propagate, and if you discard it, you can always bring it back into your hand. So get an infinite amount every turn. You can always draw more cards. Attack Command is still a very good attack as well. It does 10 damage times the number of Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent's. So that means if you have both full benches, it does 120 damage. Slap a Muscle Band, you're doing 140 damage. Pretty awesome. But it does have a 2 retreat cost, which is pretty heavy, and that will come into play in a little bit more. And then we have Mr. Mime here with Bench Barrier just to protect the bench. Pretty good because we got a lot of little Piplups and Primplups that aren't that powerful. If they keep getting hit from the bench, that really sucks. So we have Dusknoir here with ability Sinister Hand. It's kind of the main partner with Empoleon just to finish off opponents and making sure you get clean one-hit knockouts, right? Sinister Hand, if you can move 1 damage counter from your opponent's to one of your other opponent's Pokemon once during your turn, actually as often as you like, so that's pretty cool. And then, of course, I already mentioned Propagation with Execute, and last of all, the main partner here for the backup attacker is going to be Miltank, Powerful Friends. If you have a Stage 2 Pokemon, which includes Dusknoir and Empoleon, so you got 2 chances there, you can hit for 80 damage. There's 10 damage plus 70 more damage, and then you slap a Muscle Band, you're doing 100 damage. Pretty cool. As for the aspect of choice, we're going to go with Computer Search. Discard 2 cards from your hand. You can search for any card you want, and that makes it for a very consistent deck. We have 1 Escape Rope, 2 Max Potions because we are very energy efficient, both with Miltank and with Empoleon, so we can just Max Potion things off and then just slap another energy on there. 4 Rare Candies because we do play 2 we play 2 Stage 2 decks, which can be pretty heavy. 1 Starlight Megaphone. Probably could play more if we run into Garbodor, since we rely so much on abilities. We only have 1 switch. Probably could play more since a lot of our Pokemon have heavy retreat costs, but whatever. We only play 3 Ultra Balls. We don't play any Dive Balls because I figured we want this deck to be a little more fluid, a little more flexible, and that way, instead of a Dive Ball being too much so a type-specific item, Ultra Ball can help us out, being able to get all the Pokemon since we play a different variety of different Pokemon. We have 2 VS Secrets to get the supporters back into our hand. We got for a support line, Culverus, one of these, 2 Lysanders, 1 Lysander trump card, since we do dive and draw, and we tend to go through our deck pretty quick. We have 3 Ns, 1 Pokemon Fan Club, 1 Professor Birch substituting for that last N. We got 4 Juniper, 1 Skyla to round out our support line, and then for our stadium we got 2 training centers to boost up the Empoleon's HP to 170, which is pretty good. 3 Muscle Band, as mentioned earlier, you can set those on, and then we have 8 Water Energy. That rounds out our deck. Let's go ahead and see this match on Pokemon TCG Online. Alright, looks like we're going against Mr. Trainer 313. Mr. Trainer's got the advantage here with the Mega Gengar deck sleeves. Alright, so my opponent gets to choose to go first or second, most likely. Oh wow, he has given us the opportunity to go first, and I would gladly take it. Miltank is definitely the choice here. Dusknoir or Duskull will be sitting on the bench for the most part. Let's take a look at what my opponent plays. Oh, we don't know yet. Alright, so we're just going to hang on to that. And we see a Phantom and an Eevee. Oh boy. So I'm going to go ahead and end our turn, and there we go. So, all right, so we're gonna keep it like this. What I'm going to do next turn is I'm going to play the Computer Search, get rid of this Duskull and the Starlight Megaphone or whatever else we draw. Get the Rare Candy, evolve into Dusknoir, and then Juniper our hand away. So we're going to go with that, and that way Powerful Friends can start hitting knockouts unless my opponent plays an Energy here and does the Energy Evolution. But otherwise, we will probably get a knockout in the next turn if we can draw into an energy card. But assuming the Professor Juniper can get us something good, we will go with that. So good thing we don't have any energy in play. My opponent discards a Crushing Hammer and also a Skyla playing the Computer Search. Not too sure what my opponent's going to be searching for. Could be an N. If he does play an N, that would be pretty devastating. I don't want to see an N right now. No, we see a Sycamore as we see another Crushing Hammer, an N, and a Lysander off of that. Wow, that is brutal. My opponent could have played the N But he took a look at the scenario and noticed that I didn't play anything after I played my N besides playing a Piplup onto my bench. So here we go. We get to see probably the Psy Alert, either that or a Shadow Ball, which can be pretty devastating. So right now what we really need is an energy and a muscle band. If we do that, we can actually knock out this Espeon for 100 damage. If not, we're just hitting it for 80, being 10 short. And you know what we say about being 10 short? That is a bummer. So wow, we get hit for 40 on the little Piplup here. And we get the energy. That's always good news there. We get to see the computer search. Get rid of that. Let's go for the rare candy. We can evolve. And there we go. Evolve into the Dusknoir. Play the Juniper. We even get another Piplup here. That's pretty cool. And you know what? I'm just going to play the Max Potion. Try to conserve our Pokemon as much as we can. And it's a shame we couldn't knock this guy out, but you know what? We can move damage counters next turn to kind of move it onto the Phantoms and whatnot, because those guys are going to be brutally annoying, especially with, you know, actually the Duskull is going to be really annoying too, moving damage counters over and over again. So we probably want to get rid of that. We'll probably just move it onto the Dusclops, since it's pretty safe to say that the Dusclops should really be a threat. But my opponent's got a choice right now. Luckily my Dusknoir isn't weak to Psychic, but he can attack for the two Piplups here, Piplups, or he can attack the Dusknoir. So we see a Sigilyph here. Good thing we don't play any EXs. Doesn't really matter with the Sigilyph. But we will get rid of the Dusclops next turn, and if we can draw into a Muscle Band, we will get rid of the Espeon as well. So that's good news for us. Right now we're gonna have to wait and see if my opponent plays any more energy cards onto the side of the field. If not, then he's gonna be it's going to be pretty tough for him to answer, right? So no, never mind. We see the Mystery Energy go on to the Gengar. We also see a VS Seeker probably going for the Professor Sycamore, and rightly so. We see a Sycamore. Luckily, we didn't see a Lysander. That'll be pretty devastating for us. But my opponent here is able to play a Dimension Valley. Oh, nicely done. We can go second on the Stadium Battles. Oh, he gets a Crushing Hammer. Doesn't matter. We got an energy in our hand. That's okay with me. Right now, he already has 3 Crushing Hammers in the discard pile, so shouldn't worry too much about that. If he has another Crushing Hammer, hopefully it's in the prize card. If not, if it's in the deck, we just gotta cross our fingers and hope that it's a Tails. So here we go. We even get the Empoleon into play. That is sweet. And we'll go for this right here. We can definitely go for a Powerful Friends. But you know, we're gonna Juniper away our hand first. Let's go with this. We even get the Muscle Band. Oh, this is too good, way too good. I'm gonna go ahead and just get the Execute. We're gonna go ahead, Dive and Draw. See how smooth this deck is? Oh, this deck is so slick. All right, so we're gonna go with a Sinister Hand, and we're just gonna get rid of this guy because he's more of a threat. If he gets the Dusknoir out, that's gonna be devastating for us. Now the Phantoms and Phanpies can, you know, we can probably try to buy our time with that, but for now, let's just get rid of the Dusclops. Look at that, perfect. Getting rid of that guy, and then we're gonna get rid of the Espeon, just knocking it out straight up. You know, if my opponent does have the Phantom into play, I'm just gonna go ahead and probably play the N. That's pretty good. Maybe N ourselves. I don't know. But otherwise, we should probably play these item cards right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna get the Empoleon ready. You know, that way we can evolve into Empoleon next turn. So here we go. We'll just hit it for 100, knocking it out of the park. And there we draw in a VS Seeker, something that I don't actually want to see at this point, because my opponent evolves into, you know, what is it, the Trevenant. Then I can't play item cards anyway. So he does still have the Dimension Valley out. We most likely can get hit for a Dark Corridor this turn. Oh, excuse me. So if we get hit by a Dark Corridor, we do have this Max Potion here, but it's kind of a risk, right? Because we might not be able to draw into. All right, so there you go. That's the last Crushing Hammer. We don't have to worry about those anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crushing Hammer's already gone, unless my opponent plays a Lysander's trump card. He's down to 22 cards. We're down to 25. So we are on pace to actually probably deck out before him if we keep getting these dive and draws going. So we see the poison damage. We see the Dark Corridor here. Not too worried about that. We have the Lysander here. We do have a Max Potion that we can heal off. We have to see what we can get from the what we can top deck, right? So if we can top deck an energy card, and we do, we top deck an energy card. Sweet. I'm just gonna heal this off, play this here, Bring out this Gengar. Evolve here. Use abilities. Dive and draw. Dive and draw. Getting rid of the execute. Wow, we even get another Dusknoir. Let's go ahead. We're going to use the ability again and just dive and draw. Getting rid of this execute again. We even get another energy there. So we have 2 energies there in the discard, meaning 1 here, so 1 in our hand. That's what, 4 left in the deck, unless we have all 4 here in the prize cards. That'd be pretty bad. So let's go ahead. We will attack. And just powerful friends. Oh no! Why? Oh, I should have played the VS Seeker for the Lysander. Now my opponent has a shot. If he top decked a Trevenant, no, I won't. Oh, why didn't I play the VS Seeker? Hopefully he doesn't evolve. All right, let's hope he doesn't evolve. Yeah. So even if he does evolve, right, we can just move the damage. We can hit the Trevenant. Okay, we can hit the Trevenant. And then we just move the damage counters onto the, onto the Gengar. So we can definitely do that. Oh man, dang it! Should have played. Oh no, he plays a Skyla for a VS Seeker. That is most peculiar. Probably VS Seeker for the Colress for the next turn. I'm a little bit hesitant to understand the strategy behind this. Maybe he wants to get the Lysander. Right, so the next turn he can actually Lysander out the Dusknoir. So, yeah, part of me thinks, man, maybe I should have just did a max potion onto, I don't know. But doesn't matter. We even top deck a Lysander, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get this one anyways. And yeah, let's get rid of this. We'll go with the Sinister Hand. My opponent, I'm actually gonna be doing 100 damage, so that's actually perfect, I think. Wait, so I did 100 damage, got 80. So we actually can move 30 HP, 30 damage away, and then I'll finish off with 100 damage. So right here, we got 100 to go. I'm just going to go ahead. I'll play this here, knowing that the Miltank probably will get knocked out. Let's go and use our abilities to dive and draw. There we go. Get 2 more energies. Oh, boy. I actually forgot. Yeah, so let's just get rid of that. And we even get a little Piplup here, so that's always great. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's go for the knockout. Knocking out this Gengar. My opponent can actually knock us out again. So we'll be down to 10 HP. Luckily, the Miltank survives the turn, so that's pretty cool. There we go. We see the Gengar EX come out to play again, but doesn't matter. Our Miltank here can just kind of come back and finish whatever he started. We can knock out both Phantoms here by moving the damage counters around. So that would be the game. And alright, so the Gengar EX can do a Night Attack if he doesn't have the energy drop. But I assume my opponent does have the energy drop. Very good chance that he has the energy drop. No, he opts to drop the energy. Never mind. Okay, knowing that, it's probably not a good idea. Okay, he drops the energy on the Phantom. Alright, we might see an Astonish here. Oh, we see a Float Stone. And then we see a VS Seeker. I'm assuming for either the Lysander or maybe an N. That'd be pretty good. If he ends us, we can always get a couple more cards back with Execute and Dive and Draw. So, or we can see a Colress. That's always an option as well. But this is the VS Seeker that my opponent played Skyla for last turn, right? So, we'll have to wait and see. And there we go. We see the Colress shooting for the next turn. My opponent won't be able to attack this turn, but the Night Attack can actually chip away at the Dusknoir. So, yeah. The Miltank will get knocked out. Oh, no, not a Wobbuffet. We do have a Lysander, and we do have an Escape Rope. So, that's always good news there. That way we can still Dive and Draw. We can still Sinister Hand. Doesn't matter. The Wobbuffet can't cancel Dusknoir's Sinister Hand because that's actually a Psychic Pokemon. We see the Trevenant. And the only thing my opponent can do here is either play a Switch or play like a Escape Rope. So we'll have to wait and see. Otherwise, my Miltank will still get knocked out from the poison damage. And there's the Duskull anyways. So, alright, there we go. My Dusknoir here on the bench is taking a beating. I will probably just play the Empoleon right now. Alright, so we're going to go with the Empoleon. We'll play this here. We'll play the Muscle Band here. And let's go ahead. We actually can just go for the Colress here and kind of hope for a basic. Never mind, but hey, we get this. Let's see here. Let's use our abilities. Propagation. Dive and Draw, getting rid of that. We do get an opportunity to evolve once again and get another Dive and Draw going. So Propagate, Dive and Draw, Execute. Let's get rid of this, and let's get rid of an N. Ooh, we get a Mr. Mime. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think that should be able to protect the bench a little bit. Except, I think Night Attack just says put, so we'll have to test that. Let's go for this one more time. Dive and Draw. Alright, so right now we're doing 140 damage. So we just got to move this right here. And it's GG, folks. All that for nothing. I totally forgot. My opponent might have forgotten it as well. And there we go. Attack command, 140 damage. Knocking out the Gengar, getting the victory. Sorry about that, my opponent. Sorry about that, Mr. Trainer 313. I should have just done that from the beginning. So there you go, guys. Empoleon still has it, guys. He still has all the tricks in the bag to be competitive. What do you guys think of this deck? That was pretty exciting. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing Empoleon. Empoleon is such a great deck. But with the loss of Tropical Beach, it's definitely slowed down quite a bit. But I think Empoleon can still be a force to be reckoned with. So let me know in the comments below what kind of decks you guys want to see me play and see me build. See my take on your deck ideas. Or you could give me an entire list and I'll build it off of that and play test it. So I don't know. If you guys haven't subscribed, please do. Yeah, I'll have some more Pokemon TCG videos for you guys soon. You guys have a good day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.